Morning, Mr. Carlton. Morning. So you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Judge. On April 5th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, a law enforcement officer was dispatched to a person down call and made contact with the real witness, a law enforcement officer who stated that they found the defendant asleep behind the wheel of the vehicle that had rolled onto the median of the road. The vehicle was running but not moving when they found the vehicle. The real witness woke the defendant up and placed the defendant in the back of their patrol car. I should specify the real witness was the law enforcement officer. Law enforcement officer made contact with the defendant who was slurring his words and had dilated pupils. The defendant admitted to drinking 2 beers at a restaurant, and the defendant was presented with a DIC form but refused to sign it. Standardized sobriety test was later conducted, and the law enforcement officer observed 6 out of 6 clues on the HGN, 4 out of 8 on the walking turn, and 0 out of 4 on the one-leg stand. The defendant eventually consented to a breath test in blue 0.063 and 0.064.
Mr. Carlton, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. If I find that you're using, I will put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Can you see if he has any prior DUIs? And then if he has a valid license, please.
Yes. His license is not eligible, Your Honor, and no prior DUIs.
Okay. You're not allowed to drive. I don't care what you have to do in this life. I don't care if there's a burning building and you have to say 50 kids, do not drive. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You will be signing an affidavit with me today. This is a promise you're going to make to me. You can't justify getting into a car for any reason. If you do, I can have a contempt hearing. You could be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you drive. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer, Mr. Carlton? Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're going to give you time to go hire a lawyer. I will have you first come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. I will get you to Ramona, where we will have you sign a reset. You will get with Felicia for your bond condition, where you promise us you're not going to use.
Sure.
Don't pick up any new cases. Don't be a danger to my city. Do you understand?
Sure.
Okay,
Gotcha.
come on. Good morning, Mr. Carnell. Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
On April 4th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, a law enforcement officer was at a red light and saw a car run a red light going the other direction. The law enforcement officer initiated a traffic stop and observed slurred speech and the odor of alcoholic beverage from the defendant. The defendant then told the law enforcement officer, "I'm sorry, I'm drunk." The defendant admitted to consuming 4 beers prior to driving. The defendant got out of the car. The law enforcement officer observed the defendant to have slurred speech, a swaying stance, a staggered stride, and the odor of an alcoholic beverage. When the law enforcement officer instructed the defendant to stand in front of the law enforcement officer's vehicle, the defendant said, "I can't." The defendant then again said he had been drinking and then admitted that he had 10 beers at a bar. The standardized sobriety tests were conducted. The officer witnessed 2 out of 6 clues on the HGN test. The defendant could not stay focused and could not complete the entire test. The defendant then lost his balance and refused the other 2 standardized sobriety tests, and then refused to provide a specimen. A blood warrant was obtained and executed.
See, any priors?
No prior DWIs, Your Honor, and his license is eligible.
Mr. Carnell, I'm going to find that there's a problem, or that there's enough probable cause to go forward with your case. If you have a problem with drugs or alcohol,
I have none.
you better address it, because if you don't, and I see that it becomes a problem, we're going to do it my way. And I promise you're not going to like the way that I do it. Do you understand? I'm warning you now as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, unprescribed controlled medication. And I'm telling you now that I'm going to test you. If I find that you're using, I will put you in jail. Do you understand? So. You have the ability to hire a lawyer.
No, sir. No.
I can have you fill out an application. Deputy Miranda will give you an application. I'll look to see whether you qualify. I need to know everything about you, what kind of job you have, what kind of money you have, money in the bank, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, IRAs, what kind of car you drive, and I'll take a look to see whether you qualify.
Okay.
Okay? Deputy Miranda will give you an application. I'll have you sign a receipt with Ramona. You'll get with Felicia for your bond conditions, and then we'll have you take a seat in the jury box.
No, I'm sorry, sir.
They'll help you. Speak English, sir.
Yes, English.
Mr. Castro, you're charged with reckless driving. You're facing up to 30 days in jail and or a $500 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
On April 3rd, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, a law enforcement officer computed information about a street takeover event and went to the location that was put on social media. The law enforcement officers conducted surveillance on the location in an unmarked vehicle and witnessed a vehicle making donuts and get within close proximity of several parked occupied vehicles. Law enforcement officer initiated a traffic stop on the vehicle and detained the defendant, the driver of the vehicle making donuts.
Any prior reckless driving cases, and then can you see if he has a license, please?
There are no prior reckless driving cases, Judge. There was a DWI and the debating being brought for Dalton County. Just
At Hidalgo? Okay. Anything else?
and driver.
Mr. Castro, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you now not to participate in this activity anymore or drive recklessly, maniacally. If I find that you do, the first thing I'm going to do is put you in jail. And the next thing is I will take your ability to drive away from you while this case is open. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Living in a city as big as Houston without the ability to drive blows. Not only that, people who participate in these types of activities, cops and DA's office can seize and take your car away from you permanently. And I've seen it happen on multiple occasions where people lose their $100,000 car because they. Do you understand?
Sir.
You put bond conditions, no donuts, street takeovers, reckless driving, racing, etc. Please. Mr. Castro, do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
Yes.
We're going to give you time. So I'll have you go to Ramona, sign a reset. After that, I'll have you take a seat in the jury box while we get your bond conditions. Do not leave until you sign the bond conditions. After that, we'll let you go. When you come back, please have a lawyer. Good morning, Mr. De La Puente. You're charged with reckless driving. You're facing up to 30 days in jail and or a $500 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
On April 5th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, a law enforcement officer observed vehicles going to a Home Depot parking lot to take part in a street takeover. Law enforcement officers witnessed the vehicle do donuts and come within 5 to 10 feet of other occupied vehicles and nearly strike the people sitting in those vehicles. Law enforcement officer initiated a traffic stop and detained the defendant, the driver of the vehicle doing this.
Did you hear everything I just told the last gentleman? Same thing applies to you. Or does he have a license?
Yes, Your Honor.
Prior reckless driving?
No, Your Honor.
If I find that you participate in this again, I'm going to put you in jail, number one, and then I will take your ability to drive away from you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
No more of this. Don't drive maniacally. We have enough death and destruction on our streets as it is.
Yeah.
Can you file the exact same condition, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. De La Fuente, do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
Yes, sir. I do.
We're going to give you time, so I will have you sign a reset with Victoria, with Ramona. We'll have you take a seat in the jury box till we get your bond condition. We'll have you sign it, and after that, you'll be free to go. Please. I chatted you, Mr. Tyser. Chat me what you got real quick. Good morning, Ms. Etavar.
Good morning.
Ma'am, you're charged with driving while your license is suspended. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you.
Sorry, it's still loading on.
Actually, probable cause has already been found in your case. So I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to drive unless you have a valid Texas driver license and liability insurance in your name. Do you understand?
Yes.
There's nothing that you can do in this life that would justify getting into a car without having both of those documents.
Yes, sir.
You will go to jail if you do. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Do you have do you have the ability to hire a lawyer, man?
Not right now.
Okay, I can have you fill out an application. I'll take a look to see whether you qualify. I don't know. We don't just give out lawyers like it's candy. So you have to qualify. We'll have you fill out an application. I need to know everything about you, how much money you make, what kind of cars you have, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, IRAs, and then we'll take a look. Deputy Miranda's going to give you an application. I'll have you sign a receipt with Ramona. And then I need you to sign this affidavit promising us you're not going to drive. Come on.